So we're looking now at late stage 7 multiplication using place value being the key word. And this is probably the most popular way to solve problems once they get to this size. So for example, it would always have two-digit numbers multiplied by each other. So we're going to separate both numbers by their place value, and then make sure that we multiply each number by the other. So in this case, we're going to have 4 times 30 and 4 times 5. We're also going to have 20 times 30 and 20 times 5. Sometimes people will go 4 times 5, 20 times 30, and there's not enough in it. To write it out as a series of equations, I'm going to start with the 20. So I had 20 times 30. I had 20 times 5. I have 4 times 30 and 4 times 5. I'd recommend writing it all out first if this is the way you do it. And that way you've got it there, and then you just go through and solve all 4 of them, and then you'll add them all together. So that means here we've got 600. We've got 100, we've got 4 times 30 is 100, and well, it's 12, 0, 20, and then 4 times 5 is 20. So we've got all of those together. I'll save adding it all up at the end. Another way of looking at it, building on how we solved the last times table, the last multiplication with only one two-digit number and a single-digit number, is to sort of illustrate it this way. So if I had 20 students and 4 students, then each of those students is going to have $35. 24 students, each with 35, 24 by 35. So that means I'm going to split my 30 and my 5. So you had, say, $10 notes, and oops, it's a little low for you guys, eh? You had $30 and $5. Now, all of those together are going to be the total amount of money. The context, I don't know, 24 kids going on a trip for $35. These lines continue all the way through. So we have 5 lots of 20 and 5 lots of 4. 5 and 5. And here we've equally got 30 lots of 20 and 30 lots of 4, or 20 lots of 30, 20 lots of 5. So this is that first side here. All of these, in which case here it's 600 and it's 100. And then here we've got 4 lots of 30, which we worked out to be 120, and 4 lots of 5, which is 20. So solving it in a grid shape like this helps it be visual and helps you make sure that you're not, say, missing out 5 times 20 and 4 times 30. Then just be careful with how you add it, because often people go and get all this right, and then they sort of slapdash and make some simple mistakes around addition, which if you're doing this multiplication strategy, usually this is not going to be a challenge, too much of a challenge for you for your addition. Looking at it here, I've got 40 and I've got 800. I mean, it's a particularly easy one today for this. And I bet a bunch of you have probably been shouting at the screens, hey, it's 840, just say the answer. Pick me, I'm so smart, please. So hopefully that is helpful. Go back and watch it again. Be mindful of which of these ways you would like to show it, because you could equally have written all of these numbers out in this formation and written them as there, and knowing that you've got each one of these multiplied by each of those as well. If I was to call this is sort of the most popular method, A. Some people will keep track of it, method B. And then if the whole thing's kind of confusing, C is the way to go. That's your best way of making sure you've got it right, and then maybe transitioning those skills across. It's all the same numbers in the end. So that's all from me.